Joseph Justice, 42, originally from Southern California, live in Tampa, Florida. I come from a tough childhood. The fact that my father left when I was 2 days old, my stepfather, and me didn't have the best relationship. Um, and at 11 years old, they decided it was best that I didn't live with them anymore. So I ended up moving out of the house. I lived with 5 different families. I remember one time at 11 years old, walking down the street, and I seen my mom and my stepfather, my little sister and little brother, and my dog, and they're all walking down the street. And I tried to say hi, and my mom looked over and says, "Don't talk to him. We don't know him." It just kind of broke my heart. But what it did lead to is, finding that love doesn't have to come from, blood. It doesn't have to come from family. So the first home that I lived in, the Cell family, they had a weight bench in the backyard. It was old weeder weight set, cement weight set, and I cleaned it up, and I just started lifting weights. And I swore that I was never going to let no man could ever lay their hands on me again, and I was going to become this super strong guy and be able to take care of myself. So that's really when I started to get into the whole weightlifting thing. Finished high school, and in 1998, May 23rd, I joined the United States Army. When I went in the military, I got to know about a family, and everybody was green, and it was so cool to be part of something so big. Like, I think I got to learn a lot of the things that I didn't get to learn from being a child that was bouncing family to family. It's very structured, and so it taught me about those things. Then that helped carry me for the rest of my life. I ended up getting out of the military, stayed there to be a father. I was doing really well, 10 years, 5 promotions. So I went from dock worker to truck driver to supervisor, long hours, took my work home with me 7 days a week, 18 hours a day. By this time, I'm sitting about 288 pounds. I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, because I've given my all to this career and not really doing the things I loved, staying fit like I was in the Army. And I couldn't have believed, like, I let myself get to this point, that I had put all my time and effort into this job and my family, that I forgot about myself. And I decided that I was gonna make a change in my life for my health, and to be able to spend time with my daughter and keep up with a child. So I decided to become a personal trainer, and I got into fitness. Bodybuilding really became something for me when I started to lose the weight. I had to have a reason besides myself, a goal, a time period, a date when I had to look a certain way. So that's why I chose the Tampa Classic. I thought it would also be good for the fact that I was becoming a new personal trainer, to go through this experience and do it with the clients that I had currently, so they could see me change, so maybe that I can inspire and motivate them too. And like I said, I got on stage the first time, and I didn't place, but I felt like a winner. I was on blood pressure medication no more. I wasn't on cholesterol medication anymore. There's something more than the monetary value of being able to be part of their journey that really motivated me. And then stepping on stage, I fell in love with it. At that point, I realized, like, wow, like, I really have done this thing. Look what I came from to what I am. But the hundreds of people that I've trained in that time period, and what that's done for their lives, and like I said, they're lifelong friends. That's amazing. At 37 years old, in the hospital, I had a lot of time to reflect on myself, a lot of time for just me, and having a brand new child. I thought to myself, like, if I go back into logistics and I continue to go down that road, I'm going to die from a major heart attack probably in my mid-40s. My daughter's not going to have a father. She's going to lose her father when she's 8, 10 years old. And that's not what I wanted. I want to be there to walk my daughter down the aisle. I would have hopes to see my daughter have a family, and maybe even, get to be around for her grandchildren. There's been times during this journey where I would train 10 to 12 times a week. Now, August, I'll be 43. I try to train 5 days a week. I utilize push-pull. It was really big in the 60s and 70s during the classic physique time. For me, it's the golden era of bodybuilding, and is the type of aesthetics that I wanted to have. But I'm really kind of happy with my physique right now. It feels pretty complete, especially when I get down to that 4 or 5% body fat. You could really see the definition. So for me, it's really maintaining and trying to stay here. I don't really want to get any bigger. 6'1", 225 it's really a good weight for me. Consistency is key. Diet is 70% of the game, and putting in the work in the gym consistently, day in and day out, even when you don't want to go. Those things will get you there. To the young people coming up, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. We all have different genetics, but we can all do it. Anybody, you just got to be willing to put in the work.